Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Football versus Maths. In this episode, as you can see, we're going to look at the Dutch Eredivisie. This is episode number 22. So yeah, let's get that intro going. Alright everybody, welcome back. As you can see, my green screen is still not here. I explained it in a couple other videos as well. Transported it from Ireland to Spain, got lost. I did it through a company called, Eurosender, who outsourced it to DPD. DPD lost it. I got in contact with DPD. They told me they lost it. However, Eurosender still believes that DPD can I don't know, pull it out of the depths of wherever. At the moment, that's going to take a while. So what I decided to do, I said, look, I'm just going to get a new one. So I ordered a new one and I should have it within the next day or two. From next week on, everything will be back to normal again. But for now, thanks for bearing with me. And let's get started. All right, so looking back at last week, I kind of said as well that there were a couple of, with other leagues as well, where like the results weren't too good last week. I don't know if that's because of the international matches, maybe. But yeah, we only predicted 3 right here in the Dutch League. And one of them that we predicted was going to be a draw, a 1-1 draw. The match actually never got played, so that's another option there that may have been better. I don't know, but look, let's move on to this week. Alright, so first up, Heracles versus RKC Waalwijk. So Heracles coming off a 3-0 loss against Vitesse. Waalwijk coming off a 3-1 loss against FC Utrecht. And head to head, you can see here Heracles won the last one. And we're expecting them to do the same here again this weekend. We're predicting a 3-1 home win for Heracles. We'll be placing that bet, right? So we'll be placing the bet for Heracles to win. When it comes to the exact score, we're not getting the value here, so we won't be placing that one. That's this for the first match. And of course, guys, just a reminder, don't forget, of course, if you like the content, if you like what we're doing, don't forget to hit that like button. We'd really appreciate it. It would really help the channel grow. And of course, subscribe if you want to stay up to date with all of our predictions. All right, next one. AZ versus VVV-Venlo. AZ coming off a 4-4 draw against Sparta. Venlo coming off a 2-1 loss against ADO Den Haag. Head to head the last two times, AZ won. And we're expecting them to do the same here as well this weekend. We're predicting a 2-1 win for AZ. We're also going to place the bet, or we're placing the bet, of course, for AZ to win here. When it comes to the exact value, the exact score of 2-1, we're not getting the value, so we're not placing that one, right? But so our prediction here, 2-1 for AZ. Next one up, Willem II versus FC Twente. Willem II coming off a convincing loss, I'd say, against Feyenoord, 4-1. FC Twente, the last match was a draw against Emmen. Head to head, Willem II has won the last 2 matches, and we're also expecting them to win this one, especially, of course, now that they're playing at home as well, and the last 2 matches were away. So we're predicting a 2-1 here for Willem II. And we also will be placing, of course, the bet for Willem II to actually win. When it comes to the exact score, we're not getting the value here, so we're not placing that one. All right, next one up, Feyenoord against Sparta. Obviously, both teams in Rotterdam, so it's the local derby. Feyenoord convincingly beat Willem II, as we said, 4-1 there last time around. Sparta had the 4-4 draw against AZ. Feyenoord won the last match. And we are expecting them to do the same here. We'll be a bit closer than the last time, we think. It's going to be 2-1 for the home team here. All right, so moving on. When it comes to the exact score, now once again, we're not getting the value here, right? So we're only going to bet for Feyenoord here to actually win. All right, next one up. Ajax versus Heerenveen. Ajax lost their last match against Groningen. For us, anyway, that was a bit unexpected, but hey, look, it happened. Utrecht had a 1-1 draw against Heerenveen, and the last time Heerenveen and Ajax played against each other, Ajax beat Heerenveen 3-1. We're expecting exactly the same score again here today, or this weekend, I should say. And like this time, they'll be playing at home as well, so should favour Ajax as well. When it comes to the bets that we're placing, as we said, the whole week we're going to place all of the results, right? So we kind of have you have the results for, say, the home win, a draw, or the away win. We said every single match in every single league that we're betting on, we'll place that bet anyway, and then the other ones we're going to look at the expected value for the exact score. So yeah, not getting it here. Might as well add to that a little bit more, saying, okay, when we don't get the expected value, just explain that for the newcomers here. That doesn't mean that we don't believe that that's the score that's going to happen, and that's why we're staying away from it. It's more as in, it's quite risky to go for an exact score, and in order to be worth our time, I guess, to place that bet, the reward needs to be big enough. And if the score we're predicting is quite similar to that of what the bookies are predicting, then usually they won't give you the return that we kind of need to actually make it worth our time. So we just stay clear of it. So we won't be placing a lot of them. But yeah, let's move on. ADO Den Haag against Vitesse. ADO won their last match 2-1 against VVV-Venlo. Vitesse won their last match 3-0 against Heracles. Head to head, the last 2 matches were a draw, and we're actually expecting to be a draw here as well this weekend. Previous matches were a 0-0 draw and a 2-0, 2-2 draw. This time we're going for a 1-1 draw, so a little bit different, but still a draw. When you look at the expected value here for the draw, even if we weren't placing all of the bets, we would have placed this one anyway because we're getting the value here. So definitely placing the draw. But however, when it comes to the exact score of 1-1, I think the bookies kind of agree with us there. So no value for us to be had there. Next one up is Zwolle versus PSV. Zwolle coming off the 3-3 draw against Utrecht. PSV beating Fortuna Sittard 2-0. Last 3 times they played against each other, PSV won all 3 matches by scoring 4 goals. We are expecting to be a bit closer, but we are expecting PSV still to win here, right? So we're going for a 2-1 win for the away team, PSV here. So once again, we'll be placing the bet for PSV to win. When it comes to the exact value or the exact score, we are not touching that one. All right, Groningen versus Utrecht. Groningen beat Ajax last match. Once again, I was quite surprised by that. Well done, Groningen. Utrecht came off a 3-3 draw against Zwolle. Head to head though, Utrecht won the last 2 matches. But we are expecting Groningen to beat Utrecht here. And kind of, I guess it would kind of be fitting as well when it comes to the result against Ajax, like if they've hit form. So let's wait and see. Because look, once again, like we base everything on the calculations, no emotions involved, but it is cool to see. It would be cool to see if this actually pans out. All right, so bet placing here, Groningen to win. Once again, not enough value for the exact score. Next one up, FC Emmen. I think this might be the last one against Fortuna Sittard. Emmen coming off a draw, Fortuna Sittard coming off a loss. The last time they played against each other, it was a draw, and we are expecting FC Emmen actually to win here. So we're going 2-1 for the home team. As always, we are placing that bet right for the home team to win. Not enough value for us to place the exact score. So I think that was it for these matches. Yes, it was. Okay, guys. Once again, thanks for watching. If you like the content, please do hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to stay up to date with all of their predictions in all of the different leagues, of course. And thanks again, and catch you in the next one. Have a good weekend.